Hello, IK here. Welcome to the silent bug that broke my Redux state, my first React Redux bug. Maybe better title would be I accidentally discovered the bug. This equation without string on both sides, was mismatched. Order ID with underscore left side was a number, right side was a string, and the three equals, it is strict equals, don't permit that situation and solve it like nothing happened. There is no solution. It is false. And the result of that not exist. Existing order not exist. Result of that have not update in Redux store. Would not be updated state orders. And we have a bug, but totally silent, nothing warning us, nothing alert us. Existing order don't have updating, and because I don't need, and the component in our program don't need that updated situation, but if they need, they have by use selector, they have state from Redux, and it is a state is wrong. It is not actual because not registered this solution. Front end ordered. We want from front end change status in orders table, paid, shipped, processing, delivered, status in orders table. And we give order, but that states order that changes must be registered in store. And we must go from front end React, we must go to Redux to Tank, and Tank communicate with Express. Express communicate with MySQL, changes status, and the response to Tank, all is okay, and response order ID. But that order ID, what coming from API is a string, and what coming from table, it is a number. And we have situation number equal string, and it is not number two equal string two, and it is false. And it is no warning about that. It can be false because this is condition. This is a logical situation. It is equal or not equal, and this strict equation don't permit coercion. But when we have a coercion one side to number for a coercion string to number or coercion number to string, what JavaScript do? JavaScript has dynamic typing, and if we have here two and if we have here two sign equal, coercion, some side would be coerced to be number or to be string, and we have a solution. But that recommendation of strictly equation, reason is against bug, that we know in that it is wrong, that both sides is not equal type. But here is a silence total about that. And I accidentally discovered it because we have in database all is okay. Express is changes status is database, And in database, when I look at in database, okay, we change the status. When I look at in my front end, I see my options, new options, see on the screen, but I don't know that that new options is not updated. And in the developer side of screen, uh, I see that I have not rendering, fourth time rendering. I have three rendering orders, but I have no fourth time. I have not renderings of orders list after push button change status. And that take me my attention, and I look at a little in detail, communicate with ChatGPT, and we have 1 hour or 2 hours thinking about what is it. And instead, I can immediately have two equals and change. And now, when I have two equals, I see that all is okay. I have updated. I have updated because one side is string, other is number. Never mind. For dynamical typing, database will coerce one side to coerce one side to equalize type, and I have updated Redux. But with these three, silence, nothing happened, not updated, and we find it is what is the reason that we not updated Redux. Again, we have in database always okay, immediately changes because Express changes it. Express send back order ID and the message always okay, but order ID is string. Here, this order is ordered done. And my idea is not control type before some this before this equation, but immediately put string on both sides or number on both sides and regulate it like it. And this moment, I maybe there is the same problem. Is a lot of position like this in my e-commerce, and I will control it because my e-commerce now can go in more the direction and never had the end because I can now connect it with the store, connect it with the providers, control quantity in store, update it automatically, it is sending communication with orders all automatically with provider, and it is uh, there is no end in that process of programming, coding, and developing that system. And this kind of error, silence error, like here it is, can begin some months, some years ago, and can be discovered some years in front of us. And how we can know when it happened, and how we can all after that debug, and it is this is real bug, my first bug here. And the definition of bug is that it's silence that exists, but it's silence, uh, all working okay, all working correct. Mm, and in some time we need something, and we discover that it is not like we hope. Uh, in JavaScript, we don't care about the type, and the problem of that is a bug. In Redux, in React, I impressed with the programming type against bug, like it is poor function, uh, like it is plain object, and in like it is immutable way of mutation. It is excellent against bug, less bug, but JavaScript with that dynamically typing, dynamically give changes, squares typing uh, is a big problems for that systems. And I repeat again, every equation like this, you need control. No problem when this equation give immediately result what is very important and what we know what would be what we expect, and we see immediately if it is not like it. But here this situation when we don't need that update, but we must create updates because order exists, but we don't need that updates in continuous process. We cannot see that silent debug. Uh, we have other button here, new. It is invoice. Invoice order from front end, from React, go directly to Express. And Express communicate with MySQL, take data what need for invoice, detail items, order, about customer, address, take all data what need and create a PDF document and save it where we want in our system and save it. It is important. Create folder invoice in server and save invoices in that folder. And we can take that invoices and send buyers. It is our archive and control with that, see in that invoices what to put in package and shipped and delivered to customer. And that situation when we have not state in Redux about that invoice, but we have a invoice physically in a folder, and we directly in that situation we directly from front end uh, give order to express, or better say, like it is request uh, request to send request to Express and HTTP request and Express communicate MySQL response, all is okay, order ID, uh, order ID status, new status for order ID is like is in this variable. And that order ID, what coming is string, but from database order, what waiting for it is a number. But it is important that we don't need Redux for that operation, for that features, create PDF. And PDF we save in folder and don't save in Redux. We don't know nothing about that in Redux. We cannot it with status changes because orders exist in Redux and must be updated. We don't know who need it, but if it exists in Redux, it must be updated immediately in every changes. Okay, this is all for this video. Thank you for watching this video.